Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So on today's episode, I decided to share with you a hot appetizer, which is kind of fancy, so you can enjoy it for a romantic dinner or just in time. It's a perfect dish to try and have for Valentine's Day. So if you do celebrate, happy Valentine's Day. And usually we cook it on the grill, but now because it's winter time, I am going to try and cook it inside the oven today. But if you can, go ahead and grill them. They taste amazing. So let me show you the ingredients. It's a pretty quick and easy recipe, very few ingredients. So let's see the ingredients. So of course the first thing you're gonna need is oysters. And I did buy these already open and frozen. So all I did is I unfroze them in the fridge from basically afternoon until the evening. And then kept them there in a bag. So I put them under a little bit of running cold water just to defrost them a little bit more. But they don't have to be like 100% defrosted. Just make sure they are kind of defrosted. I did rinse them out. And the reason I bought these instead of buying ones and opening myself is just because these seemed a lot bigger than the ones I usually buy and open myself. Plus, it's a lot quicker. You're going to need just 3 more ingredients. So you're going to need some barbecue sauce, and I just use the original kind. You can use a barbecue sauce with some garlic, but try and get one that's original as possible, that doesn't have too much of a strong smell. So just like that one, just some kind of a butter, so in a stick, non-salted. And you can also add a little bit of salt to this recipe if you want. I find barbecue sauce is good enough for me. And just some cloves of garlic. So for this recipe, I'm using 3, like 2 very big ones, 1 medium-sized clove of garlic. So that's actually all the ingredients you're gonna need. And I'm gonna show you the process. So let's start by just grating this garlic. So I'm just gonna put this garlic through a garlic press. So that's your garlic. So we're gonna first make sort of a sauce on the stove top. We're gonna put that sauce right on top of our oysters while it's still hot, and then we're gonna place it into an oven. So I should mention that my oven is already preheating to 450 degrees. This is what I'm gonna try today. Like I said, I usually do grill them. And how you know they're ready is usually once they cook in the oven. So I'm gonna try and go for about 20 minutes, more or less, depending. How I know usually on the grill if they're cooked is when you see that sauce bubbling on top of the oysters, you know they're ready. So let's work on the sauce. So here's the garlic. You're also going to need 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce. And you're also going to need just half of this stick of butter. So this is about 125 grams of butter. So for this recipe, you're going to use half of this stick. So I'm just going to open it and just cut half of a stick into a little bit of a smaller chunks. So let's now go over to the stovetop and I'll show you how to make this sort of sauce. Okay, so we're just at the stovetop and we have a little pot on the stove, and I just put my heat to maximum. I'm gonna wait for it to warm up a little bit, and once it's pretty warm, I'm just gonna reduce to medium-high heat, and I'm gonna start adding the butter and just melting the butter first. So I'm just gonna move the butter around just to make it melt a little bit faster. And you just wanna, once it melts, you wanna add your garlic and I like to add garlic and give it like 30 seconds or a minute or so without burning it, and then add the barbecue sauce. And once you add all the ingredients, you're just gonna cook it and stir it for about 5 minutes in total. And then you can take it off the stovetop. Okay, so all the butter is melted, so let's add garlic. And I'm gonna cook 30 seconds to a minute, just to get that awesome garlic flavor going. Okay, after about a minute, let's add our barbecue sauce. Now you want to just stir it for about 5 minutes. And I do it on about medium heat, or you can do it on medium-high heat, depending. Just make sure nothing burns. Okay, so after about 5 minutes, it is now ready. So we can go and start preparing the rest. So our sauce is now ready. So we're gonna spoon it over each oyster half, and then we're gonna place it into our preheated oven at 450 degrees. And like I said, I'm gonna try and cook between 10 to 20 minutes. And once the sauce is boiling, we know it's ready. So let's just spoon this over. And while you're cooking this, it's a good idea to line your baking dish with some parchment paper, just so it's easier to clean up after. I just don't have any right now, so I'm just doing it like this. So let's place them in the oven now and I'll show you the final product like always. Okay, so here's the final product. So it took about 10 to 15 minutes. So once you see the sauce bubbling, just maybe cook it like 1 to 2 minutes more and then that's it. You take it out. So that's the up close. So these are oysters cooked with some sauce in the oven this time around. But like I said, you can also go ahead and grill these outside. They should taste good either way. I hope you try and make it for some kind of special event or just because you want to. And I hope you enjoyed this recipe and thank you so much for watching like always. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.